I just got back from the thrift store, which I'm not incredibly thrifty. I've recently gotten into getting some more thrift finds, but realistically, like most of the stuff in my house is not super thrifty. So it's kind of fun to kind of switch things up and get a few little pieces. And I wanted to show a bunch of different fabrics. I've recently taken up sewing again, so it's always kind of fun to find little things because fabric is kind of expensive. So I got this one. A lot of these are in pretty small quantities, so I'd have to make something small with them. But fortunately, I've got little kids, so it's kind of fun to make little outfits with like a yard or so of fabric. This nice blue eyelet fabric for $5, and that's it was a little bit more yardage. A plain kind of off-white one. This was my favorite. Look at these tiny little elephants. They're so cute. And it's more of a thick, almost drapery fabric, but I am tempted to do a little dress with it anyway for my daughter. A couple yards of this, obviously, very long fabric, which I think will come in really handy for some of the projects I have coming up. Kind of a little plaid gingham situation. I also needed a little pair of scissors for cutting threads, so I went ahead and grabbed this little bundle. I also did not have any buttons, and so I figured this was kind of a good little deal to get both. I'll probably throw away all the little pins in there. These are kind of silly, but I needed just like some random things for around our house, like little package mailers and these envelopes for my husband's office and photo paper for our printer. So when I found them, I just grabbed them because they were super cute little baskets. I think I'm gonna use this one to hold patterns in, and this one is gonna go in our laundry room for socks because we are terribly bad at putting socks together. So sometimes they pile up and I needed a little place for them. Okay. I'm gonna put this right. Okay. I'm not positive if I like this chair here yet. I had it over in another corner, but I just found this chair. It was only a little, I think it was like 15 bucks, and it was just so cute. I could not leave it behind. It's a perfect little touch for my daughter's nursery, which I've shown in another video, but it's more vintagey than the rest of my house. So it's fun to put a little chair with a little skirt around it. I thought it kind of went nicely with the crib skirt as well. I need to be a little bit quiet because we're upstairs right next to my son's room, but I got this cute little desk for him, and we've been looking for something to put trains on top of because our floors are carpet, so nothing really rolls right on them. I got this little table and it should work perfectly, and it's a cute little antique school desk, so that's kind of a fun little touch. I wanted to get to show you a tiny portion of our current project, which is taking old family photos and putting them up in our laundry room. And that project is still very much in the works, and there are a lot of empty frames, but it's so sweet to have these memories of my parents and myself as a child to show. The rest of this day was really just getting prepared to take a couple meals to a couple friends. So I was going to do burrito tacos this evening and was able to grab a couple bites as I was working on it, and then had to get changed to finish up that task. I couldn't remember exactly how to make burrito tacos, so I had to contact a close friend who I knew would have the answers for me. And as we were talking, I realized I didn't have all the ingredients, so we went with what we had and missed out on some of the extra chilies and stuff, but honestly, it turned out so delicious. Probably not as great as it would be if I got it from a restaurant or someone who really knew what they were doing. But for what I had, it turned out really lovely, and everyone that ate it was pretty pleased. I talk about this a lot, but I do find that I keep coming back to the idea of how important it is to bring meals to people in your community, in your village, and to kind of create that reciprocal community. As interesting as that sounds, I do really believe that community and villages are reciprocal. So even though it may feel like you are going out of your way to do stuff that will come back to help you in the future, and that's the beauty of having a great community. I am so thankful to have so much meat in our freezer. We got a lot of meat from a local farmer this year. We actually got half beef, and we're almost done with it, and it's been almost 6 months. So we are coming to the ends of it, and I needed to use this oxtail that we had. So I knew that it would be a really great addition to this recipe and added a lot of extra nutrition to the overall meal. With my first, I had a baby carrier, but I did not love it, and I didn't use it as often as I do with my daughter. I am absolutely loving having a carrier and would say that it's like my number one recommendation for anybody that's having their second child. If you want to get anything done, you will need a nice carrier, because realistically, babies want to be held, and sometimes that is where we're at. And so if I want to be able to cook and serve others and make sure that my family is happy as well, I'm going to be holding her. So I would really recommend that you invest in a really great carrier. That I was running very late, so I was trying to get everything done on a time crunch to get these meals out to my friends before dinner time. So it became a bit of a race to finish, and luckily I was able to get them all done and was only about 30 minutes late to drop off, which of course I try to be on time, but sometimes that's just not the reality. This was such a fun day to make a meal that I don't usually make, and to get to go to the thrift store and find some new finds. It was awesome to get to see some friends that I was shopping meals off to, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful week.